My name is Brett King. I am a designer and a custom helmet painter in the motorsports and racing industries. I first started painting helmets when I was 16 years old, so it's been a long time. I basically got into it because I raced motocross when I was a kid, and I was really into art. I wanted a painted helmet, so I painted my own helmet. And then I had a bunch of friends that wanted helmets as well, in our local kind of scene. Next thing you know, it just kind of turned into a business for me. I honestly love creating, and I love working with my hands, and I love design, and I love sports and racing, and so that's really, really why I'm passionate about doing this. It's just taking all of these different passions that I have and putting them all together, and it's kind of like the perfect medium to work on. And what this canvas project is all about is being able to basically just come up with concepts and designs and taking those things and turning it into a piece. Basically just expressing myself on a helmet as a canvas and having a theme and running with that theme and not having any boundaries or constraints. I wanted this helmet to be more about the basic structure of me and where I come from and what's important to me. So what I've done is I've created some abstract art that speaks to those things in my life that I've either experienced or done, and put them all together into this piece. Canvas 001's theme was speaking to all of the different things that I've experienced in my life. So there's patterns in the background of it that are all coordinates of the cities that I've lived in, which I thought was kind of a neat take on it. And then also I've used stuff like birth dates of me and my wife and our son. Just used them as random numbers, in different places on the helmet, which is kind of fun. And then also the shapes of the helmet are all derived from my crown logo. It was cool because it's kind of a challenge, but at the same time you come up with some different looks. It was fun to kind of put it all together and see how it unfolded. I designed all my things on the computer, but then when it comes time to paint them on the actual helmet, kind of improvising and elaborating on that original design and creating something truly that's a piece of art. So that's really kind of the concept behind the whole thing and the evolution of the project as I was working on it. I did a couple helmets for Dave Mirra. I've done a helmet for Kendrick Lamar, Kid Rock, Deadmau5, Marshmello. All those helmets that I did through IndyCar were really, really cool. For racers, I worked with Joseph Newgarden for a number of years when he was a rookie. Spencer Pigot, Zach Veach, Connor DeFilippi, Fabian Coulthard, Jamie McMurray from NASCAR. He's now a commentator on NASCAR. I mean, even Kelly Clarkson has one of my helmets, which is kind of hilarious. The process in creating a piece like this, basically I'll create a concept on the computer. So I'll design a ballpark of what I want it to look like. Once I created that base design, I can elaborate on it, which has been fun. And it's been a really fun process. So I'll design it on the computer, and then I start laying it out on the helmet, and then elaborate on it. And basically it's a lot of masking and spraying, unmasking, remasking, spraying. You have to do this dozens and dozens of times. I can create all kinds of shapes and patterns and stuff like that, which you use and you layer on top of each other, and and then you get what this has turned out to be. The plan is to do one or two of these every year and really have some fun with it. And then ultimately someday it would be fantastic if we could have some kind of display of these in an art gallery, because each one of these will have two stories. It'll have the story of the creation of it and the story of its use, what races it went to, who was wearing it, and I think it's a really cool concept.